everybody, Ashley here with the Sims 4 Legacy Challenge, the Bolton Family, Part 3. So today I have a lot planned and I am very excited for this part. So if you guys remember in the last part, I said I had a plan or I had an idea that I didn't do in the last part for us making some money. So if you guys remember, which we're going to do in this part by the way, but if you guys remember at the bar, we were talking to that bartender and well, Claire overheard the guy talking about some sort of, or like the background noise really, with the people in the back, and they were talking about some sort of mystical wishing well that had people's dreams come true. Now, Claire is a skeptical person. She doesn't believe in all of that mystical stuff, but anyway, she decided why not give it a try and go check it out. The place of this park is in New Crest, and it is called the Lost Gardens of Healing, which has a very strange name to it. Now, Claire, of course, she's broke, she's desperate, she needs some money, she needs a house, and she's really sick of living in that stupid tent that I actually didn't have her live in last time because for some reason I saw the bench and I went exactly to the bench instead of the tent that we spend all of our money on, but, you know, whatever. So here we are at the mystical place where that supposed wishing well is supposed to be. So Claire's going to take a look around and see if she can find it. But as you guys can also see, we have $2,000 now, and that is because of the fact that I went around and I collected a lot, and I was able for us to get the money. So it wasn't actually last night, because if you guys can see, it's Thursday. Last part we were on Tuesday, but we're going to pretend it's because I filmed the entire last day off camera trying to collect some money, and we were only able to get $2,000. So that really does prove what I was saying before about how having a job is not really logical for us as far as if we want to make money and make it fast, because the fact that I can spend an entire day off camera and get more money than having Claire go ahead and work says a lot. So that's why I'm going to be doing that instead of basically trying to have her get a job and spend her entire day at a job basically. So here is that wishing well. She sees it over here, and we're going to have her go ahead and make a wish. Alright, so let me just go ahead and try to get a thumbnail here. Hopefully I'm able to catch her tossing the coin in time for this stupid thumbnail. That'd be great, but watch me miss it. Alright, so let me see if I can get a thumbnail of her checking out this place. She's facing the wrong way, but whatever. Alright, so we're going to have her wish for simoleons, of course. Because that's the only thing that she really cares about at this point in time, is that she's broke. She's tired of living in the dirt and really, you know, peeing in the bush. So we're going to have her go ahead and make a wish. And hopefully her dreams all come true. Alright, yeah, I missed it. Oh well, I guess it's fine. But hopefully, let's see if her wish comes true. Of course, when I said it could backfire on us, this is exactly what I meant, because this wishing well can be really cruel, and it might take all of our money, and we'll be even more broke than we started. But anyway, I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's going to make us negative, but it could. You have no idea. It could possibly do that to us. So, it looks like she's laughing evilly. I don't know if that's a good thing. What did we get here? So it looks like with knowledge comes great power, and the wishing well bestowed something on Clara. So a pocket full of simoleons. Oh, blackmail. So it looks like Clara can actually blackmail someone into giving her money. So that is very interesting and powerful, and kind of ironic if you think about it because of her background, because, you know, being part of the mafia family, I don't think that they have blackmail people to get their money or possibly get money from them. So anyways, it looks like we learned the deep dark secrets of someone else. So you guys can go ahead and read that. We have 4 hours to pick our victim, it looks like. So I think that's how we do it anyways. I haven't really tried this before. So we're gonna go ahead and just, I guess, walk out of this place. It looks like the wishing well is really kind to her. Maybe we can actually get her out of these homeless clothes if we get a good sum of money from this. Because that's the only time getting her out of her homeless clothes is when she actually has a house. Because then she's technically not homeless. Because homeless means having no home. Alright, so let's go into Willow Creek. And I think I know who our victim might be. I think we're going to go with... Alright, well, you guys, to be honest, we're gonna have to go with the Spencer Kim household. We're going to have to. I'm sure as soon as you guys saw that, you guys were thinking the exact same thing. Spencer Kim household. Lewis Kim has it coming to him. He came over to our lot and he was acting like we're beneath him and we're not, and we're trash compared to him. He left some freaking leftovers off on our doorstep, not being very cool to us at all. And and he doesn't know who he's messing with. Claire grew up in the mafia. You think she takes bullcrap from anybody? All I gotta say is don't mess with Claire because obviously you mess with her and you're gonna get it. Karma's a biatch. Alright, and we have arrived, and what it looks like everyone's outside. What a perfect time. So, do you guys think that Claire would actually go this low and stoop this low to go ahead and blackmail someone? Especially considering she was so against it, right? In her previous household, how she just really just hated that stuff. What do you guys think about Claire going ahead and using blackmail to someone who was really just kind of a jerk to her and get some money so that she can live better? What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's beneath her? Are you guys surprised that she would actually stoop that low to get the money? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and head over to Spencer Kim Lewis and blackmail him and see if this blackmail works essentially because I wonder if he could reject it and say no. I was hoping to get a thumbnail, but to be honest, I don't think that's gonna really happen because it doesn't look like any of these thumbnails are gonna come out that great. I'd rather use a wishing well one anyway. So he's pretty mad over it and it looks like he gave us $2,000. What do you guys think that he did that would make him pay us $2,000 to keep our mouths shut? And actually, I think we're going to go ahead inside and blackmail his whole entire family if we can. So I'm going to head upstairs here and honestly, do you think this is likely at all to go this low and just to get a couple bucks, maybe a few thousand? Do you think she would really subject herself to blackmail, especially when she tried her entire life to get away from it? She just didn't approve of it. She always looked down on her family for doing it. What does that say that she's actually going ahead and doing it herself? Do you think she's justifying it in her head, saying like, oh, well, the circumstances are different for me. I actually need it. They didn't need it. Do you think this is beneath Claire? Are you guys worried that Claire would actually go ahead and do this just for a few bucks? Or do you think it's understandable because the fact that she's been in bad mood, she hasn't gotten any sleep at all, and any night sleep she does get obviously is horrible. And she has to live in these bad circumstances that just put her in a bad mood all the time. Do you think that maybe that is the reason why she's doing this? Because not necessarily it's like her or she thinks that it's a good idea, but most likely because she's just driven by emotions and she thinks that it's maybe not acceptable, but thinking that she should or having this motive to do it just because of her circumstances. Alright, so apparently we can only blackmail one person. I thought since it said 4 hours, maybe we could blackmail their entire family. Maybe it was off to extent of anything for that entire 4 hours, but I guess that'd be really cheating if it were the case. So instead, we're just gonna leave because to be honest, we shouldn't be around these people too long. I mean, we just blackmailed Lewis Kim, and before he gets any idea about us because of the fact that we did that, or he might try anything, we should probably leave this household and go ahead and head out because of the fact that we don't want to stick around here too much. It looks like he just walked in with an iPad. I kind of want to steal it, but it doesn't look like we can. Gosh, aren't I greedy? I'm like, hey, let's go blackmail their entire family. Oh, look, he's carrying an iPad. Let's go ahead and steal that too. Gosh, greedy person over here just trying to get a house, though. I mean, come on. It's okay. I'm just trying to get a house. So in last part, I actually forgot that we joined the club, so we're going to go ahead and meet those people and see if we can make some friends because of the fact that she kind of needs some friends, especially considering she just threatened a pretty powerful household, I assume, because, pretty much, I'm pretty sure they're a powerful household in Willow Creek. I don't really know. I know the Goss are definitely a powerful household, but to be honest, who else is famous besides the Goss? I'm pretty sure the Spencer Lewis Kim household is because they just seem like it, to be honest. I don't know. So we're probably going to need some friends, so we're going to go ahead to this club meeting. But to be honest, maybe Lewis Kim won't touch us because of the fact that we do have information on, we do have blackmail. I have no idea what that blackmail is, obviously, because the Wishing Well didn't tell us. But we have something on him that he would pay us to keep our mouth shut. So I'm assuming he wouldn't want his family to know either. So I doubt that we're actually going to have too many problems with him, at least not publicly. He might try something privately, but I doubt we're going to have to really watch out for him too much. He probably still thinks that we're some gutter trash, to be honest, so I doubt anything's going to really come out of that. So I think the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and talk to Jade Rosa because she's the one who invited us to this club. And it's kind of nice also because Marcus and Pablo are here, so we definitely have some friends here that we can get to know who actually care about knowing us and aren't going to toss us to the side because Pablo and Marcus seem kind of like down to earth people. They're kind of really cool, at least when we were talking to them. The fact that they would talk to us makes them seem kind of cool because, to be honest, a lot of people blow Claire off. So So right now we're just basically thanking Jade, say, hey, you know what, thank you for inviting us to this club, it's really cool of you, we're really happy to be here, because honestly, I'm sure that Claire is just happy to have some friends, because I don't think she really has that many friends, even back in her old life, she didn't really have too many friends, she kind of kept to herself, like I said, so she's kind of just really thankful to be here, and actually have people who actually want her to be here. Now, of course, I realize that, Jade kind of just left her own gathering or her own club. I mean, I have no idea why. Maybe because she had someplace to be. I have no idea. But for the meantime, then, we're going to get to know Pablo. For some reason, I was clicking on Marcus. I realized that he's actually an adult, which I found really weird. I thought always in my get-together LPs, anytime I play The Sims 4, he was always a young adult. But for some reason, it says he's an adult. I don't remember him being an adult. You guys should tell me down below if he actually is an adult or if that's just some sort of glitch for some reason because I haven't played this world, so he should have aged up. So I might age him back down if he wasn't supposed to be an adult. Pablo, where are you going? You gonna ditch us too, or are you actually gonna talk to us? I guess he's just standing up to dance a little bit. I have no idea why they do that. It'd be kind of nice if they just, stayed in one place instead of going up and moving around so much as they do. They're supposed to stay in one place actually, but yeah, I swear, the way they talk about their club though, you ask them about their club and it sounds like they're talking about a cult. Our glorious leader, I don't know if cults say that actually, but it sounds like it. So he's a bro, it looks like. He's also part of the fitness gym, which is pretty cool. He's a very active person. We're going to ask him about his career, figure out what he does for a living. He's actually an athlete, which makes sense why he's in the fitness club too. So I wonder how good he is at his career and stuff like that, because obviously, Claire's a little bit interested in him. And I'm kind of curious who he is and all that. And I was actually over here looking for, seeing if that one guy walked in from the other day. But of course, he doesn't work at this bar, which is too bad. That guy was really cute, to be honest. And I don't know, I was kind of looking for him because I wanted Claire to go talk to him some more. So we're going to go ahead and flatter him. And then maybe we're going to just keep talking to him, get to know him a little bit. He seems to really like the fact that we flattered him. Gosh, aren't I bad? I'm over here looking on our phone to see what gym or what bar, gym, what am I talking about? What bar Colin works at, because I'm a little curious. Obviously, you could tell that Clara had a bit of a crush on him. That's why she couldn't find the guts to talk to him. But maybe it's just a puppy crush, who knows? Because the fact that if she couldn't really, usually sometimes it's like you don't actually really like that person as much as you think. You just think that they're cute, but you don't really have the chemistry there, and that's why it's almost like a puppy crush, or it's even a crush to begin with. Because honestly, she can talk to Pablo a lot better, or any other guy for that matter, besides for that one, but who knows. We'll see where it goes for sure. I don't know where the heck she's going. Claire, where are you going? Come back here. I swear she's going behind the bar over here. It's like, what are you doing? Alright, well, I want her to talk to Pablo, but she's walking over to the other side. I have no idea why. I should have checked to see where the heck she was going. Oh, you know what? Actually, I wonder if she was trying to go to work again, because for some reason, anytime I'm trying to click out of her work, it doesn't actually do anything. I don't know why, but I've tried quitting her job multiple times, but I guess we're gonna have to wait until they fire us. Maybe it has to do with the new update, because I know there's a new update and it caused some glitches. But we're gonna see if we can get Pablo's number. It's kind of weird. We can afford a phone, we can afford cell phone service, but we can't afford a house. Why? It makes no sense, right? You think The Sims 4 would take away your phone if you don't spawn on, or if you don't start the game with a house, because obviously if you can't pay your bills, how can you pay your cell phone service? So we're going to tell Pablo an unbelievable story and just get to know him, like I said. Maybe we will flirt with him a little bit, I have no idea. He has been flirting with us, which I didn't really comment on, but I definitely noticed. I was like, whoa, he was definitely picking up on us. And because he does that, Claire feels a little bit more comfortable to flirt with him back, because she doesn't feel as so shy or so I don't know what the word would be for it. I want to say insecure, but I don't think that's really the word for it. But she doesn't feel as shy basically because of the fact that he was hitting on her, so she feels a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more confident, as you could say, with talking to Pablo and flirting with him a little bit. For some reason, she keeps on getting the thing to ask to just be friends. I don't know why. Maybe because she really isn't interested in Pablo that much. I have no idea. That's kind of weird because it keeps on popping up. Maybe she just doesn't really like him. Well, if she doesn't like him, then why would she take his flirting, right? So I'm a little bit confused about that. So to be honest, I don't really know how long we want to stay at this club gathering. I'm trying to talk to Pablo, but it seems like he'd rather dance, and that's probably because of the club rules or the club. I don't know what it's called. It's called club something. Maybe we will do a dance battle, but I was trying to do one with Pablo, but obviously we can't do one with Pablo right now. So, I mean, I don't know. It seems like he'd rather do that. And I want to see if he is single or not, because to be honest, maybe that's the reason why we just want to be friends. Maybe he has a girlfriend. So it looks like our boss is calling us. We don't really want to pick that up. I'm going to try go ahead and quit our job once again, and hopefully that works for us. Hopefully this time it actually goes through, because I've clicked yes to, I want to quit this job. I don't know how many times, but for some reason it doesn't want to let me. I mean, we're eventually going to get fired if it doesn't let me quit anyway. So, okay, and finally, it actually let us quit our job. I'm assuming that has to do with the new update, like I said, because there has been a lot of glitches, and our YouTubers I've been watching have had glitches with the new update in their game. It's funny, I was watching this one YouTuber, and she's like, I hate admitting I have glitches in my game, but I've been getting glitches because this new update. I guess she feels really strongly about not having glitches in her game. I mean, I do too, but I just kind of go with it if I have them. You know, it's like, what are you going to do? You better accept them, right? Now, I was kind of wondering if Pablo actually only flirted with us just because of the fact that it's in the club rules or what the club likes, flirting. So I don't really know. I'm going to see if there's anything with perk points that we can spend here, but I don't really see anything we really want. But to be honest, I don't know if that's the only reason why Pablo flirted with us. Maybe she's feeling a little bit like that's the only reason why. So that's the reason why she just wants to be friends. It could be. I don't really know. Marcus is definitely getting down with the DJ over here getting pumped. So Pablo is single, so that's obviously not the reason why she wants to just be friends. I'm feeling like maybe it's just because she thinks that he's only flirting with her because it's part of the club. You're supposed to flirt with people. And maybe she's just not sure if she really wants someone who's going to flirt with a bunch of our people, because it could be the case. We won't know. When we go out to more club meetings, we'll definitely find out. But for right now, we are done with the club. And I think we might as well just go to another location or maybe go home. I'm not sure. Maybe actually what we're going to do here is I'm going to try to use the wishing well one more time, because honestly, it gave us quite a bit of money and we really need a house. So I'm going to see if we can use the wishing well again and hopefully get a house, because I know I can't speak. I'm sorry. So I know I said I wanted to get 20k grand to get a house, but to be honest, that is going to take forever. So I know we can get by with 10 grand, to be honest, because I thought about it and I was like, you know what, we can't get by with that much. We don't need like a whole big sum of money just to get a house, because we really need a place to stay and really get a move on. Because to be honest, I don't think anyone's really going to want to deal with Claire having this sort of like home that's really not that great, and then I don't think it's really logical for her to try to find someone when she's living in the dirt and in a tent. It just doesn't seem very appealing. I doubt anyone's really gonna want to take her on with that, especially considering, she's gonna have this whole thing where she's all like, oh, well, I can't move into your house with you. No, it has to be after. Like, you can't bring any money in, they're gonna be like, what? Like, are you kidding me? I have to live in the dirt because you have to live in the dirt? So, that's the reason why I want to get her house. So, I'm gonna actually check the gallery really quick. It doesn't look like we can actually make a wish since we already made one not that long ago, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it'd be me abusing it if I did it again, so. Plus, we might actually lose money, which would not be good, especially since now we have something we can actually lose. So I'm going to go ahead and go to all and go ahead and see if I can find a house, maybe, that would suit us. Oh yeah, by the way, the library was made by this person right here. I almost forgot to tell you guys about that. Okay, so maybe we're going to go ahead and see if there's a house that will suit us. So I'm going to go with a small house, or I'm not actually going to adjust the size of the lot because it doesn't need to fit our house with that lot, or else we're probably not going to find it because the gallery is really picky. If we do like 60 by 60 lot, how many people actually build houses by a 60 by 60 lot? Alright, so this house is a 10k starter, 10k over here as well. This house is also almost like a 10k, it's actually 9k. Looks like we're gonna need like 5,000 more if we really want to. I really would hope that there's a house that would just be $4,000. I mean, gosh. I'd assume so, right? There has to be a house that would be able to fit that much. This house is empty. That wouldn't work for us. There's this house over here, 8k. None of these are really working. I don't see any houses that are at least worth 5. I mean, that would be perfect if it was just 5, right? Or maybe even 6? Is it because of all these houses being so decorated? Maybe. I could always try to place it down without the furniture, but I don't think it's really going to help us too much. And it could be just the structure of the house too that makes it so expensive. So we're going to use the hashtag cheap here, and we're going to see if we can find a house that's cheap. So, oh wow, it looks like there's actually a house worth 5,000. Well, almost 5,000 anyways. It's 490 or 971. So I mean that is really good. We're going to go ahead and download that so that we can bookmark it so I don't lose it. Maybe there's even a cheaper house. I don't know. Or maybe a better house looking, because we can definitely save up that much money. Maybe if we actually go to our house and sell our tent, maybe we'll have enough. This house actually had rooms, but I'm not sure if I really like the look of that house too much. Let's see what else we have here. I don't really see any other houses that are very cheap. Better than homeless, I mean, it's still like 9,000, so it's not really better than homeless because, I don't know, I'd expect a house with a name like that to be a little bit more cheaper. I like the look of this house, but it's empty and it costs way too much. This house is 7,000. It looks actually pretty nice, but we can't afford it. I want to get a house as soon as possible. I know we could save up like another 1,000, you know, just a couple more parts, but I'm being really impatient now, to be honest. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go home and see if we can sell our tent and possibly make up that money difference, because if we can, that would be perfect. Alright, so let's just go home, because that means that we can actually get a house in this part, which would just be fantastic. I'm sure all of you guys know I've been whining about a house. I think part 3? I think part 3 I was whining about a house like all the time. I know I said this this LP was part number 3, right? I said it was part number 3, but actually I meant part number 4. So whoops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. You'd think I would remember my own part. This part was actually going to be part number 3 because I wasn't planning on posting the last part, but then I figured, you know what, I might as well just post it, because then when I talk about the whole bartender thing, you guys aren't really going to get what I mean, so I might as well just post it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and sell all of our just crap over here, like our bush, our shower, our cooler, and maybe not our trash can, and we're going to go ahead and see if we have enough. Well, we have 5,000 grand, so it looks like we do have enough to buy a house. Yay, guys, we can actually live in a house instead of on the dirt. That's great. So we're going to go ahead and buy that house now. I'm thinking this one, but we might go back ahead and check the houses just one more time. So I'm going to cut until I find one really quick. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back, and we're going to go with this house right here with this funky design. I went through a couple houses. There's only 3 actually, which is the one you guys saw earlier, and then the other house that I downloaded to my library, and this one. And even though it has like a kind of funky design on the ground, I actually kind of like it. And we're going to go with this house over here. It had some style to it, and it doesn't look like we're just living in a hut. I know it's kind of unnecessary needed cash, like why do we have all these pavement all over the place, right? We could probably get it a lot cheaper if it wasn't there, but I mean, we're gonna go with it. I wanted to add in a shower, but it doesn't look like that's possible if we want to keep this bookshelf, which I think we're just gonna go ahead and keep, because we could easily sell the bathtub. And well, I'm gonna try to see if we can fit a shower before I say bygones are bygones with the shower, but yeah, it doesn't look like we can fit it, so obviously we're going to have to keep the bathtub, which I'm not too excited about because I don't really like the bathtubs. They take forever. We might change it down the line, but for now, we're just going to keep it. We actually have a TV too, which is really nice, and we have a computer, which is also really cool, and We have a fridge, and this house is just really awesome. It's a way big upgrade from what we were living in, so that's awesome. And we can actually get our needs up, which is also great. So yeah, everything's just great. I just keep saying it. Jeez. Alright, well, we're gonna go and watch some TV and get our fun up, and then we're probably gonna eat too. And this is where I'm actually gonna end this part. I hope you guys like our new little huddle here. It is definitely a shack that we are living in, but a shack that looks actually pretty decent for being a shack. So this is where I'm going to end this part off, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Please comment, rate, and subscribe if you guys want to see more from me. I know my commentary is a little bit rough. I do know this, guys, and I'm sorry about it, and I will get better. To be honest, I get out of breath, and that is why my commentary kind of gets rough. And I don't mean for it to be rough or to seem like I am trying to force stuff out. It's just I'm literally running out of breath because I'm not used to doing this, and I'm trying not to run out of breath, and it'd probably be way worse if I was taking breaths within my mic. So I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.